Hi, this video will show you how to set up a deployment using Oracle Golden Gate 19c microservices architecture over an Oracle Database 19c. So let's get started. Oracle Golden Gate is already installed on this Linux machine. Let's run the Oracle Golden Gate Configuration Assistant Wizard or OGGCA to set up the Service Manager and other services for your deployment. The OGGCA.sh utility is located in the bin directory of Oracle Golden Gate Home. You can choose to run the wizard as shown in this video or perform a silent run of the OGGCA utility. When you run OGGCA for the first time, it shows the option to create a new service manager. If, however, there is a previous running instance of the service manager, the utility would allow you to add your deployment to the existing service manager. Provide a location for the service manager deployment home. Set it outside the Oracle Golden Gate home directory for better management. Add a host name for the service manager connection and the port number. Select the option Register the service manager as a system daemon if you need the service manager to auto restart when the server restarts. The integrate with XAG option is useful in a clustered environment. Select to add a deployment. Specify a name for the deployment and the path of the Oracle Golden Gate home or installation directory. Add a location for the deployment home directory. If you don't intend to change the default path of the related configuration files and directories, don't select the option to customize these directories. Use the screen to enter or check the values of the environment variables associated with your operating system. You can also add or remove any variables if required. Please check the documentation for details on the environment variables for different operating systems. Here, you need to add a username and password for the deployment. This is the administrator account for the deployment that has access to all the services within a deployment. Make sure to select the Enable Strong Password option. Check the documentation for the password constraints applicable for a strong password policy. Oracle recommends that you set up a secure deployment, but for this quick demo, let's not set the security options fully. For a non-SSL TLS enabled deployment, you have the option to add a client wallet or provide an Oracle Golden Gate certificate with private key and passphrase. This option allows using a distribution path from a non-secure distribution service to a secure receiving service. Let's select to use an existing wallet. Now let's add port numbers for the microservices. The Service Manager port number is already set up. When you enter the administration server port number, the port numbers for the other servers are automatically populated. For performance monitoring, select the Enable Monitoring checkbox. You can choose the data store types as Berkeley Database or BDB or Light Memory Database or LMDB. Let's select BDB. Specify a location to save the data store. Let's add the name of the schema that contains the database objects owned by the Oracle Golden Gate. This field aligns with the GG schema parameter. This is the summary page to review that the deployment options are set up correctly. Let's quickly scan through this and save the response file for reference or setting up a non-interactive deployment configuration in future. The deployment has been registered successfully. Let's run the Service Manager now to see if the microservices are running successfully as well. Open the URL for the Service Manager and log in using the administrator account user credentials you created using OGGCA. Your deployment is up and running as shown in the status column for the Service Manager and the other microservices. Now you can start setting up your data replication tasks for this deployment. For more product insights, books, videos, and tutorials, visit the documentation page. Thanks for watching.